9. This is continuing, but I think I got to the end even though I didn't get to turn 10 because, well, I will explain, but I'll check the races first. Morpheus is continuing, nothing special. Hakan did their second. They bought the relic that activates a hero again, so they built everything, or they activated the hero again, and they built everything. So they built with 40 trade goods. They built 80 resource worth of units. They didn't make it good, so they didn't have the war sun technology done. But now they have all of their units except the war suns on the table. It's quite big. But they are really pacifistic, so they didn't do anything with them, but they are big stacks of them over there. Lakua has been continuing getting more water add-on worlds. I think there's only one left that they haven't gotten to yet. They're moving somewhere. I don't know what. Primor is there's a fight going on there, but yeah, they took a planet. They actually took the planet from the Ysaril there, and then they sold them to Lakua just because they've been practicing to getting the raiding thing going on, or they like, because their new rules look like this, so they can raid planets, but they can't keep them anymore. So they took a planet just to sell it, and then they got 10 trade goods for that. These are really nice. I made 10 commodities and 10 trade good tokens, hard stuff. That's nice. The Israel did 23 action cards this round, and they used all of their influences plus a little more from to do action cards, and then they continued bombarding. They managed to sabotage 3 of the nomad cruisers that were here. 3 of these guys got sabotaged here, and then they launched the lightning ordnance attack from here. There are three space docks that shot them down. So that was efficient. Other than that, they built a bit of defensive units there, and then they took a planet up here because they wanted to. They trying, but they're insufficient at unit movement because they don't have much units. The pirates was here, and they raided the planet with everything that they could raid them with. So they went back, but they had to go back home. So they went home to sell the loot, and then they built units with that thing. And their main fleet went and took Malice and a bit of other stuff. They found there was a trade watchtower that was not defended, so they took that as well. The Israels made that one into. They planted a pirate there, but they actually didn't. They make a neutral. Yeah, they made that one. They made that planet go neutral from the nomad as well. So it's hard to fight the Israel while they're going strong with over 20 action cards per turn doing stuff. But yep, that's it. Trekt have found, because they're exploring the treasure fortresses on the planets on Thunder's Edge. So they found a neural loop. So next turn they can actually take the war sun, because they have 60 resources at the moment. But of course there's no war, and that's it. Hakan. That's the thing. But the most important thing was that the Ysaril actually managed to steal a red relic fragment from the nomads, and then a green one. No, a red one, and then they sold it to the Shadow Hand because they needed just some money to do their action cards. So they sold it, and the Shadow Hand actually found the last drop of ancient magic. And then they read it, and the reading of it is long, but they become the emperor, and because they are actually not part of the Senate. So the ending of the game is like this: they use the last drop of magic sunlight to become the emperor, and that will basically end the game because I'm feeling like really happy. It feels like a good ending. So we have an emperor that is a thief guild emperor. This one was a flop so far. I didn't get. But I need to rethink these or just not add more numbers. And then there are of course not balanced at all. The feudal, there are almost many stuff. But I found a few at least. Supreme Court ruling will give democracy more power, and I got some ideas here as well. So that was the end of the game. I'm really happy with it. And I'm really happy with the coins. The coins are really nice. Clink. And last game I made these for commodity upgrades. So people, races have been using them. And really practically, it's going well. Now I can do the nomads upgrade. They got the ability upgrade, and I feel good. Nothing special except I noticed that the it's really boring to play the Martheus. I will have to write, and usually the 8+ races are a bit boring. So I will have to comment on that if people choose to play them, they can accept have a bit of a boring time, and that's not of course good. So I will have to rethink all of my 8+ races, or at least think about them. And upgrading have been happening. I was nice to know that, but the Thunder's Edge is still. It feels really weird, but I noticed did I comment last time that I will make them into that they are clustered like this is a problem. The solution is that I will put them in a line, so that means so that you can come in there on 3 different places, or even 4, but you have to go in a line so that when you get there you cannot take everything fast. And that means that it is much more likely that different races will take different planets. And that is important because the game balance really messes up if one race takes all of the planets up there. And that's it. See you next time. Bye bye.